Long before the sun climbs over the fields of Lancaster County, the house is dark and still. Rachel wakes in the gray quiet, the way she has every morning, without a clock to tell her, only the old habit of the light. For a moment, she lies still, listening to the house settle and the first birds stir beyond the glass. Then she rises and kneels beside the bed. She gives thanks for the night's rest, for the day that is coming, for the small and steady grace of ordinary work. There is bread to bake and a garden waiting, chickens to feed and water to carry. But first, the morning belongs to God and to the quiet. She draws back the curtain. Outside, the dark is thinning, and the fields are turning silver, then gold. Another day has been given. Rachel means to spend it well. With the light come the day's first tasks, and the first is the simplest, to dress. She smooths the plain green dress and fastens it with straight bins. Beige stockings, dirty shoes, then the prayer covering, set carefully in place. Nothing here is for show. There is a kind of freedom in it. She is Rachel, plain and glad of it. Dressed now, she is ready for the work. Downstairs, the kitchen waits in the blue half-light, cold from the night. Rachel opens the belly of the iron stove and lays the fire, the way you coax a small flame into a working one. Soon the wood catches, and warmth begins to fill the room. She ties on her apron and takes down the flour. Her hands know the measure, the flour, the water, the salt. She works the dough on the wooden board, folding and turning. Then she sets it near the stove to rise and covers it with a clean cloth. Bread takes time. It cannot be hurried. While it rises, Rachel does not glows, and the whole house begins to smell of morning. The dough is rising, and the day asks to be fed. Rachel sets the cast iron skillet on the stove, and soon it sings with heat. Scrapple, sliced thick, browning at the edges. Eggs, cracked one by one. Potatoes from the cellar, fried gold and crisp. She cuts yesterday's bread and spreads it with apple butter, dark and sweet, put up last autumn. The coffee is on, and the kitchen smells of morning and of plenty. She carries it all to the table and sits, alone in the quiet. And before she eats, she bows her head. No words. There is no need for words. Only a moment given in thanks. Then she eats, unhurried, the way a body ought to be fed before a long day's work. When the plate is clean, she rises, smooths her apron, and looks toward the door. The animals are waiting, and the morning is only beginning. Outside, the morning is wide and cool, and the world smells of grass and earth. Rachel crosses the yard, and the hens come running, low and eager. She scatters the feed in slow arcs, and they gather at her feet. In the hen house, she reaches beneath the warm straw and gathers the eggs, one by one, into her apron. The cow is waiting in the barn. Rachel sits close, her hands steady, and the milk comes in a warm, even rhythm. She draws water from the pump, cold and clear, and carries it back without hurry. In the garden, she bends among the rows, beans and tomatoes, the last of the summer squash. There is always work. There is always more to do. But the sky is open, the land is good, and Rachel would not trade it. This is her life, and she has made her peace with it. By mid-morning, the animals are fed, and the house is hers again. Rachel sweeps the plank floors, corner to corner, until the dust is gone and the light lies clean across the boards. She takes the rugs outside and beats them against the porch rail, and the morning fills with soft thunder. In the kitchen, the garden's bounty waits. She fills the jars, tomatoes, beans, the summer put by for winter, and seals them in the steaming bath one by one. By the window, she takes up her needle. A torn seam, a loose button, small work, patient work, the kind that keeps a family whole. Nothing here is wasted. Nothing is hurried. A home is not kept in a day, but in 10,000 small and faithful acts. And Rachel keeps hers well. The sun stands high now, and the morning's work has earned a rest. Rachel sets a simple table. No feast, just enough. Bread from yesterday's baking, butter and apple butter, a wedge of cheese, cold ham, and tomatoes still warm from the garden. She pours a glass of cool buttermilk and sits, alone in the quiet kitchen. She bows her head. No words. The thanks are silent, the way they have always been. Then she eats, unhurried, the bread soft, the tomatoes sweet. A simple meal, taken in peace. There is nothing here she did not grow, or bake, or make with her own two hands. And it is enough. It is more than enough. Some afternoons, the work is shared. Rachel's friends come up the lane, 5 of them in their plain dresses and white coverings, and the quiet house fills with soft voices. They gather around the quilting frame, needles ready, and the work begins. Stitch by stitch, the pattern grows beneath their hands. A wedding quilt for a girl on the next farm over. They talk as they sew, of gardens and weather, of babies born and bread that rose too fast, of small kindnesses and the news of the valley. 6 pairs of hands, 1 quilt, and the hours slipping by easy and glad. The afternoon passes in thread and laughter, and when the last knot is tied, the quilt is beautiful, and so is the friendship that made it. By late afternoon, the house is quiet again. Her friends have gone home down the lane, and Rachel steps out to the garden while the light is still good. The harvest is heavy this time of year. She fills her basket, beans and tomatoes, squash and late sweet corn, the earth giving up what she planted in the spring. She carries it in, basket on her hip, and sets it on the kitchen table. There's always more to do before dark. She washes and sorts, sets some by for supper, and puts the rest up for the cold months coming. Jars lined on the shelf like small promises. And as the sun drops low, she kindles the stove once more, for there's bread to bake before the day is done. The kitchen fills with warmth and the smell of it. Nothing wasted, nothing hurried, only the good work of a day carried through to evening. Evening comes soft to the farm. The chores are done, the light is low, and Rachel turns to supper. A chicken roasts slow in the oven, and the good smell of it fills the kitchen. She mashes the potatoes, smooth with a little butter and milk, and warms the beans and corn she gathered only hours ago. The bread she baked at dusk is set out to slice. She lays a single plate at the plain wooden table and lights the lamp against the coming dark. When it is ready, she sits and bows her head, a silent word of thanks given before she eats. Then she takes her supper slow, a forkful of chicken, potatoes and gravy, sweet corn from her own ground, and to finish, a slice of chouflé pie, dark and sweet. A good meal at the end of a good day. Night settles over the farm, and the work is finally done. In the lamplight of her room, Rachel lays the day down the way she took it up, quietly and in order. She lifts the prayer covering from her head and sets it aside. She unpins the plain green dress, the pins going back just where they belong, and slips into a simple nightgown, soft with washing. She sits at the edge of the bed to unlace her shoes and rolls down the beige stockings, her feet glad of the cool wood floor. Then she unpins her hair and lets it fall loose past her shoulders, longer than anyone but family ever sees. She turns the lamp down low, and as she did at the break of day, she kneels beside the bed, a last word of thanks for the day now spent, for hands that did good work, for a home kept and a table filled. Then she rises and lies down and lets the dark be gentle. The lamp goes out. Outside, the fields rest under the stars, and Rachel sleeps, ready, come the gray quiet of morning, to begin again.